Please have a seat. So today I welcome you to our second Corporate Social Responsibility Task Force Committee meeting. So thank you all for being present in today's meeting. If you guys are okay, I shall call this meeting to order. Now we will proceed to the second item. Mr. Secretary, is there any apologies for absence in today's meeting?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Fadlan is admitted to the hospital due to dislocated shoulder, while Haji is on a business leave in Somalia for our charity program.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Now, can we proceed to the next item, which is the previous minutes of meetings?
Yes.
Now, as you all know, each of you have received a copy of our previous minutes of meetings. So, are there any amendments to be made?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. There is a correction to the item number 7. This item number 7, the amount allocated for the use for the company trip was RM 45,000, not RM 40,000 like it was mentioned before.
Thank you, Mr. Amar. I will make a necessary correction to that amount.
Any other amendments?
Yes, on the item number 4, the date of the company trip is actually on 25th December 2018, not 20 December as stated previously.
Okay, I will take note and change the date.
Is there anybody else who wants to add?
No.
No.
No. No.
Very well. Anyone who wants to propose that the minutes will be considered as true?
I propose the minute to be passed as a true record.
I second the motion.
Thank you. Now we will move on to the third item, which is matters arising on the previous minutes of meetings. Now, is there any matter that each of you would want to raise?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I would like to ask on the progression on observation trip for Orang Asli Pahang, which has been proposed in the previous meeting. Have all the arrangements been made?
Yes, the preparation is almost done. It is almost 90%. The 10% left is for the gift for the Orang Asli.
Mr. Chairman, I heard that we are receiving sponsorship from Brand Outlet in terms of clothing. Is there any confirmation?
Yes, we have accepted offers, sponsorship offers from Brands Outlet, and we are currently working on it.
Okay, not
Now, it is safe for us to move to the next item, which is special business. Now, for today's meeting, our special business is to discuss on the projects of our corporate social responsibility, which can support and foster empathy for the Orang Asli in Pahang.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. One of the CSR project is Project School, which is a project to promote and develop educational purposes to the Pahang Orang Asli. by providing a school building that could help Pahang Orang Asli to have a place to learn and study. This project allocate budget is RM 2045K. What do you think?
That is a very nice project. Providing a building for the Orang Asli for learning would give a huge step, since education is the pinnacle development when you want to be an adult, and this would surely enhance Orang Asli's education. So for the first project, which is the Sekolah project recommended by Faiz, those who are in favor, please raise your hands. Thank you very much. Now, it seems that we have a tie, so I'll be deciding the decisive vote for this project. I believe that this project should proceed. Therefore, the first project will be passed. Now, any other projects would anyone would like to propose?
Another project that we would like to propose is Fun with IT. We would like to introduce the Orang Asli with computers and technology, and we want to introduce them to the Internet of Things IoT technology. The budget that we want to allocate for this project is 45K. It will greatly increase the exposure of them to the IT.
It's good to hear on the inclusion of technology for this project event. Exposing them to computers would give them a more in-depth understanding about technology. Now for the second project, which is the Fun with IT recommended by Akif. Those who are in favor, please raise your hands. It seems that the second project will not be passed. Now, is there any other projects to be proposed?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. There is one last project that I would like to propose, which is career event for the Orang Asli Pahang. The reason is because this project could help Orang Asli Pahang to know the job career availability in the market and what they can choose to pursue. The budget allocated for this career event project is RM 10,000.
Last but not least, the final project, which was recommended by AMA, the job career project for Pahang Orang Asli. Those who are in favor, please raise your hands. It seems that the third project as well will not be passed. So we can conclude that the project that we will be accepting after this meeting is the Sekolah project. So before we could close this meeting, is there any other business that any of you guys want to discuss?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. The maintenance of our office is really in a poor rate. For example, the air conditioner system in the ground floor are having problem.
Yes, that is true. I have been experiencing the same situation too. The air conditioners aren't properly working, and a few of our employees have made a complaint about it too.
That's a surprise. I have already paid the technician on 16 July to fix the air conditioner.
Well, I suggest we should replace our current technician with a new one, since this is the 5th time this problem has happened.
Yes, I cannot refuse to agree with it because we already gave him warning letters more than 3 times.
Okay, I will look into it. Mr. Secretary, could you please write a letter to the Human Resource Department asking them to find a new technician as a replacement?
Yes, I will mind that order.
Alright, is there any other business that we want to discuss?
Yes, there is one more thing. The venue booking of the launching of our latest hybrid car at the Mid Valley Exhibition Centre has been cancelled because it overlapped with the IT fair that is organised there.
Nice.
That is unacceptable. We had already booked that place like 3 months earlier in April this year.
I know it is very unfortunate, but I think I might found a replacement. There is a new event venue place at Serdang, which is called Malaysia Agro Exhibition Park Serdang, Mates, that is very suitable for our new hybrid car launching. The latest book fair is also held there, so it's very large.
Good to know. Please look into it as soon as possible, as we cannot afford to delay our launch.
Yes.
Yes.
Noted, Mr. Chairman. I will do it right away. I will make sure we held the launching at that place.
Are there any other concerns that you guys want to voice out?
No.
No.
I think
No.
So before we move on to our last item, which is the closing, it's good if we are able to know the date, time, and venue for the next meeting.
After the
Mr. Chairman, the next meeting will be on 22nd August, which is Wednesday, 2 p.m. at this meeting room. I will send a notice if there is any changes.
Alright, do we have any questions to put forward?
I think no.
No.
So, does anyone want to propose that this meeting should be adjourned?
Yes, I propose the meeting to be adjourned.
Do we have any seconder?
Yes, I second this motion. Yes.
Thank you everyone for attending this meeting. I hope that our corporate social responsibility project would have a great impact, as equal as our sincerity in improving the lifestyles of orang asli Simpahang. Have a nice day everyone.
Okay.
We ended our meeting with bacaan Al-Fatihah.